Ladies and gentlemen, I almost spoke too soon today. It was about 6 hours ago when Korea time, the 15th of April ended. We're still in the 15th here in the United States at about 7:05 Central. But they're more than 12 hours ahead of us. And so they had said they were going to test a nuke and launch a missile into the South China Sea by the coast of Japan. Trump had said he would either shoot the missile down, and then if North Korea responded, then we'd have to have even greater military force. North Korea said that they were planning to nuke Tokyo in Japan or Seoul, South Korea, or nuke our carrier task force in the South China Sea, the Armada Trump talks about. So I came on air about 45 minutes after the deadline had passed and said, thank God, your prayers, it's so great. North Korea blinked, they didn't fire the missile, they also didn't test the nuke. Well, now North Korea is reporting that their missile test failed, but they waited until Sunday in the early morning hours there on the 16th to launch, reportedly blew up on the launch pad. This is about 30 minutes old. I was shooting a live piece about Trump's tax returns when this all broke. So this is a big deal. Is North Korea, Pyongyang, the capital, are they going to launch more of these attacks? They've never backed down since 1950. They've never backed down through the Korea War that never officially ended. We're in a ceasefire. So this is a big, big deal. Now, the other jumbo jets they've got are classified now, but they've got large commercial style jets like Air Force One loaded with a large chemical laser that runs down the body that from a few miles away can, like Star Wars, blast huge holes through steel. But at 100 miles away or so, they're shooting through the ether, through the water vapor, through the dust. They have to fly around for a few minutes, aimed at their target, but melting the rocket on the ground, the missile on the ground until it explodes. This is on Discovery Channel, History Channel, you name it. And the word is, to give Obama some credit, before Kim Jong-il died, they were going to launch some big ICBM tests. Those kept blowing up on the pad. And it isn't just bad North Korean ingenuity because they had some Chinese rockets that worked pretty good. The word is it was these jumbo jet DC-10s, 747s, you name it, that can fly around at a distance with laser tracked on it. And all you see on the ground is the shining light around the missile, and then suddenly it explodes on the pad. You can even target while it's launching and have it explode once it's in the air. So let's look at some of these articles right now. Did it explode on the ground? A whole bunch of his last missile tests were successful. They fired them into the South China Sea right off the coast of Japan. Trump said he would respond. Here's DrudgeReport.com. It's also up on Infowars.com. North Korea launches new game-changer missile unveiled just hours ago as huge military parade, but it blows up almost immediately in embarrassing failure. North Korea is thought to have attempted to fire a missile amid rising tensions, but the launch failed according to a local media and what could prove to be embarrassing for the country. It comes hours after North Korea unveiled game-changing ballistic missile during their stupid parade. Show of strength fizzles. Kim's projectile blew immediately. That's Reuters. Wrong headline, nearly starts war. Yeah, China ran a headline. We covered this early this morning. I woke up at like 6 this morning with calls. Oh my God, the war has begun. They fired a missile at Japan. And then it turned out that the Chinese People's Daily was wrong. So that's why I've been up here all day, folks. I've got kids. This is the most dangerous time since the early 1960s and the Cuban Missile Crisis. All the experts agree. This is an incredible time to be alive. I mean, I'd rather be out, eating enchiladas or something right now with family or swimming in the pool or whatever. But, I mean, this is big, okay? That's why I'm up here. But here it is. This is from Zero Hedge. Chinese media almost sets off military action with erroneous North Korean headline. As expected and feared during the annual Day of the Sun, that's the grandpa, celebrated parades on the birth of the nation's founder, Bloomberg blasted a headline. The Chinese news agency reported that North Korea has fired a projectile. North Korea fires projectile, media says, official Chinese daily. But it turned out that that was a fraud. And we've got more at Infowars.com. Breaking North Korea missile challenge to Trump fails at launch. We'll add our video to that. The secret behind Trump's tax returns revealed. We've got a bunch of key reports up on Infowars.com right now. But I'll tell you this. I don't know if I'm wrong or if I'm right. In fact, I should probably ask the viewers and listeners. They didn't fire a missile or detonate the big nuke that they were going to do. They've had 5 tests since Kim Jong-un was the new dictator. So he backed down to Trump. Why did he try to fire it then on the 16th? And then why did it fail? Did his own generals know this would cross Trump's and Japan and China's red line? Because finally China was on our side, threatening to nuke North Korea. Did their own people sabotage it on the ground, or did a laser take it out? Or was it just shoddy communist construction by a country that can't even produce its own automobiles? And did that cause it? We don't know, because it's a communist dictatorship. So we'll be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central, if war hasn't broken out. We're going to be tracking this because his missile failed. Will he fire more missiles at Japan? If Trump responds, will he try to launch a missile tipped with a nuke at the Armada? I mean, that's what's going on as we speak. That's why at 7:15 Central, on the 15th of April, 2017, now the 16th of April in North Korea, I'm here because this is an incredible time right now. We've got Democrats all over the country pepper spraying bikers and patriots that were out for Free Speech Day. And the media is like, both sides were fighting. I've watched the videos. They're attacking people. Our own Joe Biggs, Cernovich is here in town for the show. He was on yesterday, and he got attacked. Those videos are on Infowars.com. But always, oh no, we attacked them. This is their deception of these bullies. It's very, very sad. Thank you for your prayers, though, folks, and thank you all for your support. But all of us are in this together. If we don't think nuclear war can happen, it's going to end up happening. And North Korea is the most dangerous trigger out there, #1 trigger. After that is Syria and the whole Russia thing. So let's pray for peace and realize the real threat is communist China and radical Islam. It's not Russia. If Russia was involved in our media and taking over Hollywood and trying to take our freedoms and still communists, I'd be against them. They're not. They're becoming Christian again. That's why our media is attacking them, just like they're attacking Christians here in America. It's the same globalist system. All right, I'm going to let Harrison go spend some time with his girlfriend. I'm going to spend time with my family. Hopefully this has been de-escalated, and we'll see what happens. But the fact that they did test a missile and it reportedly blew up on the launch pad shows you that I guess they didn't back down. I guess my earlier headline was wrong. Or, I mean, I don't want to be. I mean, I want to be wrong when it comes to this stuff, but I mean, I don't want to be wrong when it comes to them backing down and us having World War III. Or maybe his generals back down. What do you think below? Sabotage? A laser? We've also got space-based systems that can fire like a tiny bullet from space, but it's very precision. Basically a meteor gun or special forces on the ground firing rockets at it. We know Navy SEALs are on the ground reportedly in North Korea as we speak. Who knows? Or the good Lord above. It's up to you. I can't wait to read the comments below here on Facebook and on YouTube later. Infowars.com/show. We're getting censored so bad because we're real news. We're real open debates. We're real facts. We're real information. We break down all the different angles. In fact, I should probably show you that. Did I show the jumbo jet that flies around with a laser?
I don't think so. I don't think we saw that.
Maybe I should show that, people. Still think that doesn't exist either. All I know is that Kim Jong-un has an incredible haircut, doesn't he? Trump attacks Syria. Trump drops the Moab. He is certainly sweating. Let me go to Google. I'll type in jumbo jet chemical laser. Usually gets it. And these are the ones that are declassified. But see this? They've got a bunch of other ones. I think headphones are plugged in, but you see this? And the whole body is the laser. It's inside. It fires out the front, but it can also direct it. It's a very precision. Well, they've got those. There's some news articles about it. Now, this is one of the declassified ones that's gone to the boneyard. The laser-equipped missile-busting 747, known as the Airborne Laser Test Bed. And this is just an earlier version. They've had these for 30 years. They declassified them about 15 years ago. Yeah, here it is. See? And you've got the whole beam control system, battle management, and then you've got all the parts, the cyclotron, the chemicals. This is where the laser gets its power. from these energy modules. They've got some other systems as well. There's the actual laser projector. Pretty amazing. So that reportedly has been used on North Korea before. So if you think a nuclear war is about to happen, you get those up in the air around the country, and then as their missiles go up, you're not just space-based hitting them. You're hitting them. The problem is, in atmosphere, though, you lose power over distance. If you wait till a laser gets out of the atmosphere, then there's almost no refractory or distortion or weakening of the beam. That's why most of the space-based stuff is what's seen as more effective than ground-based. But the word is, though, around Japan and stuff, the Japanese have some of these jets as well, that those are cruising around, and then can you see a missile getting ready? They just kind of beep, 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 it blows up on the launch pad. All right, Infowars.com/show. None of it's conspiracy. All of it's fact and research and complex info. Something they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that Obamacare is a ripoff or doubled your prices. They want you to have a goldfish memory and say, thank God you're stupid. You're not stupid. And you're the reason Infowars is growing despite all their attacks. So share the link today. Infowars.com/show. And we are out of time. Thank you all for watching.